Ntokozo Mkhize, welcome to the show.
Glad to be here.
Well, we were having a conversation before all this about a gal that you have been with, and you've been with this gal for quite a while now. Not just a gal. I know, my saying a gal might sound like it's insignificant. I do know the significance of it, but then you've been with her for a while now. Was there ever a time back then when it felt to you like you weren't loved for who you are, but more of what you were achieving?
I've always thought to myself that I have more to offer, and if I didn't offer that or become that, I would be inadequate and wouldn't be deserving of her.
You you've always known that there was more to you, but like I'm trying to understand if like was that throughout the time that you have been with this with your girl for however long it might have been. I think approximately 4 years now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
next year's 4 years.
Mm. So like, wasn't there a time? Was there like ever a time in the relationship where like you felt like you were not loved for who you are as a person, but you were more loved for the things that you are achieving?
No,
No.
I wouldn't say so.
Wow. Really?
No, I wouldn't say so. Why you?
Yeah.
No, and to be honest, I am very aware of my situation. I'm not financially gifted as the other kids or financially well off, if I may put it that way. So the fact that she stayed with me the first entire year and we were cool
Mm.
and she was content with the little that I have, I just knew that she digs me.
Hmm. I put a smile on my face. The level that you have, how does it look like? The level that you have.
I mean, as in school,
Hmm.
right? They give you a lunch money, right? Sometimes I keep that when I go see her, like buy the big packet of chips,
Hmm.
Lay's,
Yeah.
and then a drink. If not that, I buy her like a small pizza,
Hmm.
or I'd ask her what she want. Women can't decide, but so
Yeah.
I'd end up just figuring something out. Just be spontaneous and try to surprise her wherever I can.
Wow. Do you think like uh, is it possible to have that with a girl that's not fully into you? Like a girl that's not like into you like that?
For me, it would be difficult.
It would be difficult. Hmm.
I mean, if she's only half committed, I don't think I should be that much committed into her.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try here and there to show the effort of trying, but nonetheless, no.
So like since you are saying that the little that you have, which you an example that you use was like getting helays.
Not
No.
only that, so sometimes,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
sometimes I ain't have. Can I say shit?
Welcome
I
to
didn't. I
breaking
didn't
the
have
fourth wall.
shit.
I didn't
You
have
know.
shit.
So when I went to see her, sometimes the only thing I had money for was a lollipop. I was like, ah, she'd like that, bro. Buy a lollipop.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Sometimes it felt
Wow.
I'd feel weird
Yeah.
going to an empty
Mm.
handed.
Empty-handed.
But even if I was empty handed, I know she'd be cool with it.
Like there was never, that feeling of inadequacy because of like you are there with nothing to offer.
Oh, it's always there.
It's always there. Hmm.
It's always there. I feel like when I look at her, not only her but my situation, I feel like I am the chosen one to. My ancestors, like I feel like they failed to hustle. They should have hustled back then. I'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'd be fine with everything. But then
Fair.
they did not
Fair.
do that, so I put that on my shoulders. I take
Mm.
the responsibility to say, I'm gonna be the first millionaire in my family, first entrepreneur, first
Yeah.
philanthropist. I put that on my back. So every single time, especially When I'm with her, I think, you know what, she deserves more. I can be more,
Hmm.
you know.
So like you realizing that she deserves more comes largely comes because of she does not really want more from you than the you that you are now. Like she's accepting the you that you are now, which makes you like feel like she deserves more.
Exactly.
Why is that? What do you think? Like because of like you are the you that you are now, and she is still content with that. Why is there a feeling? What do you think there is that feeling that like what she could get better from this, which is you? Do you get it?
I fully understand. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I just honestly, I just want to see her happy. You know, like at the end of the day, she's a girl too. She
hmm,
wants that nice handbag. She wants that necklace.
just want to see her happy. Were you always like the guy that wanted to see her happy, or there were times when like you were playing, the games, the games?
I don't understand.
The games are like some of the things that people do in relationships. Like you do want to see someone happy at the same time you know the things that can make them happy, yet you withhold yourself from doing those things or giving them those things that they would like, which could be attention, gifts and so on. Were you always the guy that wanted to make her happy by giving her the things that she wanted, or sometimes you with instead of showing whatever it is that she would have appreciated, you withheld yourself from doing that?
I did sometimes. I still do. You
Dude,
know,
you still want to see her happy?
I still do want to see her happy. Like I would. I you fucking idiot. No, no, no. Hear me out. You know, it's some things like attention. You know, I know she's happy when she sees me. You know,
Mm.
I'm happy when I see her. But then I don't want it
Yeah.
to be something she gets used to. You understand?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, well,
Does that come from fear, do you think?
most possibly.
Okay.
I think so. Probably. You
Mm.
know. But then I think the human brain, you could say, is built for adaptation and just getting used to stuff. You know, we have evolved and adapted through different situations and social cues, especially. You know, things that made a man respectable changed over time. You know, things like that. Things always change. So to me always at some point, at some point, I know I'm going to live with her. You know, then we'll see each other every single
Yeah,
day,
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
cool.
Like that will be the norm.
Yeah, that will be the norm, right? Which would be
Yeah.
fucking good.
Is that something that you're looking for?
Forward to very much, you know. But then, as of now, I do not want to seem like I do not have anything else to do. You understand what I'm saying?
Is it because of the current stage of your life?
I think so.
Okay, I'll get to that question later on. I'll get to that question. Yeah. So, like looking back over the years, how much of your relationship do you think comes from how you show up versus, and how much of it do you think is just meant to be?
I don't understand.
Like looking back over the years, the years that you have been in a relationship with your girlfriend, how much of it do you think comes from how you show up, like making the relationship what it is now, and how much of it do you think is just meant to be? Do you still not get it?
I think I understand you to a certain degree.
Yeah. Okay, like the relationship is what it is now, which I think from how I've been looking at you the recent days and how you've been speaking about your relationship, like you sound like someone that is at peace, is really looking forward to the future with this person. So my question, like what I'm trying to understand, like what I would like to know is how much of that, of like where the relationship is now, do you think most of it comes from the way that you and her, how you guys show up in the relationship, or do you think some of it is just how things like by the way how things have happened, it makes you conclude that maybe it was just meant to be. Do you now have a better understanding of the question?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's a sum of all those things. You know, for example, I heard this lovely quote over the week. It said, "See how it is, see how difficult it is to change yourself, and realize how foolish it is to think you can change someone else."
Hmm. Hmm.
So there's some things.
See how easy it See how difficult it is to think that you can change yourself, and see how easy it is to think that you can change someone else.
It's see how difficult it is to change yourself, and see and realize how difficult it is. How wait,
Hmm.
it's see how difficult it is to change yourself and realize how foolish it is to think you can change someone else.
Okay, I get it now.
You know, so there are some to your significant other. There are some things you would want to change. It's not always like people always say, "Oh no, you should be all accepting or whatever," but then you love this person and you want them better. Then you see, okay, there's a bit of dust over there that I could wipe or help clean. You know, some bit of spots I can. You know, we're all imperfect. Cannot meet a perfect person
Yeah,
in any way, but
fundamentally impossible, humanly impossible to. Yeah.
exactly, but that person can be perfect for you. You know, so
Hmm. Hmm.
in a way, I just let those things be. If I couldn't change some things about her, so I was like, okay, you know what? I think she'll realize it. I'll point to it. She'll realize it, and if she changes, that's good.
If not,
If not, that's also good. It
are you sure?
most of the time, it's something. I'm very persistent when it comes to my loved ones in any type of form of way. So if I see something, I'll keep on poking there just to show you, this spot is wet and it's not good for you. You might slip. So I'm going to push for you to try and clean that if I cannot do that. You know, so most of the time I try to accept that it's okay if they do not change, and I hope for that change to happen over time.
Hmm. It's okay if they do not change, but then you hope for that change to happen over time. But then that's something that you would love to see in them, or like would you would you? I think I've once heard about the Michelangelo effect, which is it's maybe two people and they are building the other person to be more of what they want them to be,
Exactly.
and like
It's
that's something that you would like you would by saying that you are hoping to see the change in a way that means that you would like this person to be more of how I want them to be, because of it would be good for me, and consequently it would be good for the relationship. So if the change does not happen, how do you think the relationship would be consequently?
as Jordan Peterson wrote in his book, "Do not hide unwanted things in a frog." So it'll
Mm,
always be out there since I hate internal conflicts with myself.
mm,
So if I do not say something about it,
mm,
I know I'm gonna fight it. I'm
mm.
gonna fight myself about it inside. So it's either I say it or I fight with myself, and the second option is a no go. You know,
Wow.
which the Michelangelo
Michelangelo. Yeah.
tongue just
Michelangelo. Yeah, I'm not
it's
even sure
it's
if like I'm pronouncing it correctly, but hey man.
it's a beautiful thing because it says the both parties know that the dynamics of a relationship are 60-40, but both parties are aiming for the 60, which
Mm.
is it's
Wow.
something to strive for.
For you to be content, to be at peace, to be happy in the relationship that you are in. I'm not doing this because of I am making I'm saying that your happiness in the relationship is insignificant. I'm saying I'm doing this because of it's subjective to different types of people. Ah, God, what was I trying to say? Take the ball. Humble. Hmm. Really weird. Nah, man, like, okay, it being to where it is now. Oh my guy. I forgot my point, bro. I forgot it. By the
You,
way,
you want the initial question?
yeah, like there was a question that I had in mind, and then I emphasized on the happy, like trying to give more context on why I'm doing
I don't think you
code,
didn't
yeah,
finish
quote
it.
unquote, and then it flew out of my mind. Wow, but cool. Would you be able to take me back to a moment in your relationship that really made you feel that you were loved for who you are?
You want me to reminisce about it?
Now, like, can you take me back to that moment? I would like you to take me back to that moment. I would like to know how it was, how it felt like. What tension did it, relieve mentally, however way. Did you get it?
Yeah. Mm, it was most recently.
Hmm.
We were talking over text, and she said, um, "Can I get my phone and read it to you?"
Please.
You know. Hell no, it's gone. But I can read you the other one.
Yeah.
She said, um, she said, firstly, okay, I'm just gonna read this text. She says to me, "You know those birds that never change their mating partner, probably because they are the best mating partner and perfect choice to grow a wonderful family? That's me. I chose you, and I'll never let the thought of changing you cross my mind. So hold on tight, we're on a never ending twisting ride."
Hmm.
I was like, bro, I felt so flattered.
Yeah.
I felt like a
But then, though, I think when the other ones
huh?
that she sent you
When?
went,
Yeah,
when
it's
the
a list.
yeah, 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 yeah,
There's like many of them.
yeah.
She said, you know, I was like,
Hearing that from her and being conscious of the life position that you are in, knowing that it's not where you want to be. Since I know you personally, you are a very ambitious young man, and you are not there yet. You are far away from being there, yet you're not that far away from being there. Does that make you feel love for who you are?
it does.
Hmm.
For once, I felt like she gave me an opportunity to just like breathe, you know, just breathe. Because I'm always up on my neck. I'm always giving myself the toughest time. Like, bro, you already have to be figuring this shit out. Like, people are younger than you, older than you, right? Same age, that have already start. Um, what's this? They've already they have tech companies. They have businesses. They got money. They got cars you wanna drive, bro. So what's wrong with you?
Hmm.
That's what's going on in my mind.
That's your thought process. And then you hearing here, like you reading that text from here, put everything down to ease. Wow. Wow. It's almost like even if there are better men out there, there's no better men than you out there for me, independently of where they are, independently of the life position or the life stages that they are in their lives. Bruh, God, you know what I want.
Hey, she's mine, bro. On fire.
Nah, nah, nah. She's off limits. She's off limits. Do you think it's common for people to fear they are loved for who they are now, but won't be loved for who they will become?
Can you please repeat?
Do you think it's common for people to fear they are loved for who they are now, but won't be loved for who they will become? Or the other way around, loved for their potential, but not for who they are today? Did you ever wrestle with that?
Mm, I think the second part is what's most likely going on in our day-to-day lives. You know, especially if see, like talking is one of those things where you sell dreams, you sell lies, you sell promises, and people
Mm,
build an imaginary you that could possibly be, especially when you talk about your dreams and ambitions and all your goals and stuff,
mm,
right? Which may lead to someone saying, you know what, this ship might be going somewhere. I saw the ad on the ship. It
yeah.
might be going on a greater, on a great embark, on a great sail,
Mm,
So I should hop on and see where it takes me. The ride might be bumpy, but I want to see the destination, which is, it's most girls. They know in varsity, you could say, and in varsity it varies. A lot of things vary, like money, status, you know.
what do they do? Money and status and university.
Well, typical girls are just after being pampered, showing other people that they are pampered, they are living a
Mm.
certain lifestyle, you know.
Oh, by the guys that have you both of those things, status and money.
Yeah,
So
in exchange for.
that, does that in a way, doesn't that make in a way make you think that many females, if not men, many females, I think, don't don't you think that they are more in love with the idea of being in love or being loved more than they are in love with the idea of being, in partnership with someone? Because like
I think
from
they like the idea.
no more of the idea
They like
than
the
the
idea
actual
more than
thing.
the actual thing. The actual thing is work.
Yeah.
The actual thing is actual work, bro. Like,
You
yo,
have 4 years of experience in the actual thing. How
yeah,
has it been? Like, how did you think it was going to be before you were inside of it and realized that, oh, this is actually what I have to do to have what you have today?
remember? I thought it
Ah,
was cake and
back in the
candles.
photo. Yeah.
I thought it was cake and candles. Thought it was all nice. But then you realize some point in time, right? If you ever realized for some people,
Hmm. Yeah.
like, this woman, do I want to be with her for the entirety of my life? If yes, then we have to solve this problem as efficiently and quickly as we can. You know,
Hmm.
it's like we both in a ship, we should patch any hole that might sink us.
Hmm.
The ship might not be perfect, it has flaws, but it's my ship, so, our relationship. Fuck. But it's my ship, so I should cater to it. We should both cater to it, right? Especially if
Hmm.
the other party wants it as much as you do.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah. 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 Oh. So like at first you thought that was going to be, all cakes. Everything is just going to sm- uh,
Hooray.
s- sail smoothly because of, you are in love. She also seems to be like she's in love, but nah, you're two different people, and you're gonna clash eventually. But then when you clash with her because of like you were so sure that you want to spend the rest of your life with her, you didn't give yourself a way out, and she also did the same. Hmm.
Which is why most modern relationships, they're like, you know what, I'm gonna
Hmm.
I'm gonna toss my legs up. You do what you do. This is not what I signed up for. It's either they bail on you when the water starts getting into the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's either they bail, they sit and watch you
Yeah.
run around like a headless chicken, or they help.
Do you think that comes from, people not really being honest with themselves in the early stages of the relationship, or not having enough conversations as they should, going on dates, but, focusing all on the superficial things?
That too, I think. I've spoken to you about the halo effect,
Yeah.
right?
Wow.
Where
Halo
it
effect.
happens mostly at the beginning of relationships, where you only see the good side of everyone. It's the good side
Hmm.
that stands out. It overshines the bad things that they do. which is why people, when they get abused or something bad happens that is tragic in their relationship, done by the significant other, they're like, oh, why didn't I see the signs? They see them after the halo effect. You understand? Because the the giddy part of the
Oh,
relationship is over. Now you see them for who they are.
that makes me curious about something. At the early stages of your relationship, was it was it the most exciting relationship, or it was, laid down, sort of boring, a bit unsure about how things are going to turn out to be? Because I think it was, I don't know, I think it was a divorce attorney that said that most of the relationships that start, while it's all honeymoon in the honeymoon phases, with the progression of time, they plummet.
Oh, it was boring. It was interesting.
Yeah, it was
Really, it
interesting.
was a
Okay, you said
really,
it was boring, then you said, oh, it was interesting.
yeah, it's boring and interesting. It's like
Boring in
it's
what
like
sense?
a
Interesting in
it's
what
like
sense?
an
Wow.
alternation between
Mm-hmm,
intriguing and
mm-hmm.
boring. Because one, I'm her first boyfriend,
Wow.
so
Wow.
I'm a first boyfriend. So there's some things.
Dude.
Yeah.
Wow. But yeah.
So
Wow. First, God. God,
so
you know. You know God. But yeah.
so there are some things that I
I
am
don't know why I
teaching
did that,
her.
but yeah. Yeah,
Like,
you're teaching.
amidst teaching her,
Mhm.
I'm also learning some things about myself that I do not like. You
Yeah,
know,
as you are
like,
teaching.
yeah, I'm like, oh, I'm impatient about this and that. Which is the boring part. But the interesting part, you see, it's like a reflection.
Mm.
You always self reflect on, okay, I what do I know about relationships? And then you realize, oh, I do not know a lot. We should try this.
Mm.
It becomes intriguing. And also the intimacy. Then, you know.
The intimacy in the early stages. Welcome to breaking the fourth wall. What kind of intimacy is it?
No, I mean physical intimacy.
Physical
You
intimacy.
have to be
Okay, like, let's say like
lenient.
there's three stages. Say, there's the subtle ones, the hug, the kiss, and yeah. Do we have to
I
mention it?
think
The
the three
sex.
stages
Yeah,
are,
yeah, yeah,
you have to go through from the lowest to middle
yeah. Mm-hmm.
to the top one,
Mm-hmm.
because you cannot start with top with someone who's new to the entire thing. That overwhelms a person, in a
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
See, she was gonna think, I don't know what she was gonna think, but probably I estimate she was gonna, this dude is here just for the sex
Just for
or
the sex.
for
Also,
the
like, you were
kissing.
conscious of that.
I was conscious of that. I didn't chase that a lot from the beginning. I didn't actually fall in love through kisses or touching or whatever. I just liked her, you
You
know,
liked hair.
a lot. So I tried when teaching these stuff, and I
God,
learned a
I'm so
lot too about myself. I was trying to be lenient as I can,
happy.
just trying to be smooth about
Have an
everything.
upward trajectory, but then don't force it to go up fast.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah,
become
yeah, yeah,
steep.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's just
yeah,
constantly smooth
yeah. It smoothly
enough.
increases.
Yeah,
Do you guys get it? Like, yeah, 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 yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
there's yeah, yeah. You don't go to touching poops. Yeah,
yeah.
you don't do that.
Sure.
You know. So yeah, it was like that.
Now, when you look back, like looking back, do you ever feel like your experience might resonate with other young men who wonder whether they are loved for who they are, or only for what they do, or what they are going to become in the future?
I feel like a lot of them, a lot of us. You know,
Us.
I'm still young, bro. I don't even have a beard, bro.
Okay, shut.
You know,
Yeah.
you know. But
Hey. Let's see it, shop. Yeah.
so, I think for the most part, you will always be loved. You will firstly be loved for what you could be. You know,
Mm.
mostly. what you could be, and then I think it transitions to what you are
Hmm.
if it ever happens.
Oh, wow, wow. Most of the times you allow for who you will become, and it transitions to being loved for who you are, if it will ever be,
If it will ever be. The
if you will ever be loved for who you are now,
yeah,
not
if
the.
you'll ever be loved for
Oh, I
your
think
current
it's
self.
Alex Moses that says when you marry someone, or when you're in a relationship with someone, like you are in a relationship with two people in one, the them that they are now and the them that they are going to be in the future. Make sure you love both. So people struggle with loving both. They only love, most likely, I would say, the one that they are going to be in the both, and forget to love the one that they are now. And the one that they are now is the one that they have to be in the relationship with, not the future them yet.
Yeah,
Then that's where the conflict arises.
I think a comedian said it.
Mm,
Chris Rock.
yeah.
He said, "The only unconditional love you can get is from your mother. I think your father can give you unconditional love too. Yeah, but he said it because other than your mother, you have to you a person loves you for what they can benefit from you. You know, it's like, oh, there was let me say Hawkhead, smart, he's going places. I should stick with him. I probably might end up somewhere better
Mm,
too. You know, oh, Lisady, intriguing like science. You know, stick with them. Might end up somewhere too. Stuff like that.
mm. Yeah, I think it's something that I'm also aware of, and I think many people, including me, we tend to tell people about our future selves to make them stick long, to make them be with us, to stick with us for the long run, while we try to convince them to love our current selves, which is a bit hypocritical of ourselves.
True.
I get, the other party, but then it's hypocritical of ourselves to not present or to not showcase our current selves, but then we make them love the future us.
I think it's also tied to them
Yeah,
accepting you, the you that you are now,
yeah,
is tied to how much are you accepting of the you are now yourself.
yeah.
Because you're always sidelining and then saying, I need to be that guy, that guy, that guy. That guy will get me there. That guy with the Porsche, that guy with the watch will get me there. You know, I still think so. But I'm accepting of who I am right now.
After getting the messages that you got from your girlfriend, telling you that even if you are not to hit it big, she will still be with you. Had she never told you that before? Had she never sent you those texts? Do you think that it would be somewhat easy, like it is now, for you to do that if you had never received those texts?
I don't know.
Fair answer.
I don't know. Can't
Fair
lie.
answer. How did it make you feel? Like, did it make you feel? I'm just because of, like, I had something from Chris Williams saying something along the lines of men want to know that you would love them, that you would stick with them, even if they were not gonna hit it big. And you have been told that by this person that means so much to you, this person that you want to be in your life for the rest of her life, for the rest of your life, the person that you want to spend your entire life with, like you receiving those such words from her. How does it make you feel? How does it make you think about yourself? What confidence does it make you move with now that you had those words?
It took off a huge chunk of load that I put on my shoulders. You know, sort of like I
Mm,
felt relieved in a manner. But at the same time, now that it's like Have you seen Rock Lee fight with Gara? The Rock Lee fight versus Gara. So
Mm.
in Naruto, the Rock Lee is fighting Gara, and then everybody's is like, Gara's gonna beat you because Gara is the youngest Hokage, and Hokage is like
Yeah,
one of the highest statuses you can receive in a village. It's like you are the mayor of a town,
yeah,
you know. So like Gara is the youngest Hokage, skilled, has a tailed beast, which is a plus, an advantage. So they told Rock Lee he has no powers, right? Only hands. They're like, Gaara's gonna take you down, right? And then when they are fighting, Gaara takes off these weights that were on his shins, right? Takes them off, boom, throws them down. They were really heavy, and now he's moving quicker, more accurate. He's more agile. You know, it's like that. It's like she took off the weight I was
the weight
running
of,
with.
yeah, the weight on your shoulder that you were silently running with, walking with, always,
Exactly.
keeping at the back of your mind.
And now I feel more driven.
And less performative, perhaps,
What?
and less performative.
Now more perform. Okay,
Like,
performative in a manner that I have to put up a sense of pretense.
mm-hmm.
No. Yeah, no. Yes, I'm
Yeah,
less
yeah, 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 yeah,
performative
yeah.
as I am right now.
Wow. And I'm happy for you.
Thanks.
Yeah.